heralds the return of Lothor, the big bad of the season. The next day, the Rangers head out early to get to the academy, but they stop to help a couple in distress, much to Shane's irritation. Lothor and his generals arrive at the academy.
The dark energy is strong in you. The dark side I sense in you.
The generals attack the ninjas with the foot soldiers this season, the Keldax, and rain down laser destruction on the academy. While the three proceed on their way to the academy, Lothor and Kanoi begin their battle. One of the generals, Chubo, releases energy spheres to snatch the ninja students and bring them up to Lothor's spaceship in orbit. The three main characters arrive at the academy as the school itself starts dissolving, leaving them the only remaining students and the area devastated. Lothor learns of the three still in the area and dispatches his fourth general, Zergain, to deal with them. Amidst the rubble, they find Cam and make a hasty retreat to a hidden cave as Lothor's ship resumes firing on the area. There they find Kanoi, but he's been transformed into a guinea pig. Because, I have no idea. He explains about Lothor.
Once a great ninja, he was banished from the earth when his hunger for power turned him to the dark side. When our energy fields collided, I was transformed into what you see before you. Now he has returned and has brought an army that will do everything to take our planet for their own.
He says to bring out the morphers, much to Cam's irritation.
These are your Power Ranger wind morphers.
You're right. Yes, see, I knew it, dude. I was right. Power Rangers are real.
You're Andros. The Red Ranger. I was there. The day you and the Rangers saved the Earth.
Power Rangers are real.
He then explains their powers.
Dustin, child of the earth, true to your heart, you will embody the powers of the Yellow Wind Ranger. Corey, fluid and graceful like the water, you will become the Blue Wind Ranger. Shane, reaching for the stars, you will command the powers of the Red Wind Ranger. From this point, you will be known as the Wind Power Rangers, protectors of the Earth.
What, no United We Roar?
So, what exactly does this thing do?
Where's the switch?
Does it have any games or what?
No, it doesn't have games, but has
Ladies and gentlemen, defenders of the galaxy.
As a monster comes out with the Keldax, the three emerge to fight.
Ninja Storm Ranger. What is it again? Ninja Storm Ranger form.
It's Ranger form?
Dude, watch and learn. Ninja Storm Ranger form. Power of Earth. Ninja Storm Ranger form. Power of Earth.
Parts of the season always make the same mistake of not using the theme song anymore when the team does something epic, like morphing or summoning Zords. The thing is that even if the theme song isn't that great, it really evokes the awesomeness of Power Rangers. That's part of the Wasserman factor. The theme song is one of the best parts of the show. It's been a motif ever since the show began. When you use it, it elevates a fight. If you don't use it, you should have a good reason not to.
Twin Rangers, Ninja Storm. All right, boys. Stop. On your left. All in the wrist.
also a handy laser blaster.
Yes, even clumsy exposition can be ignored when there is bad attitude happening. Also, hang gliders. The hell? And their weapons are a hammer, a hairdryer, and a megaphone. Because those are very ninja. Ninjas are apparently anything anyone wants them to be, and yes, I know, fiction, blah blah, but it just gets kind of irritating. Anyway, the visors for this season, like the Lightspeed Rescue Team, actually open up, which I like. Sure, I prefer when they take off the helmets altogether, but this is still better than never doing it at all, which is something I don't think either Time Force or Wild Force ever did. Taking off the helmets helps build the idea that the characters are actually inside of the suit, and it's not just some random stunt people, though in the scene immediately afterwards, we see them helmetless. okay. I like the Ninja Storm suit. The ninja theme, despite the bright colors, is demonstrated in the overall aesthetic of the design and the addition of the gray areas, which is something the Rangers haven't done before. It gives them their own unique flavor. Anyway, the Rangers meet back up in the basement.
You did well this time, Rangers. But understand that there will be battles in the future. Lothar will not rest until the Earth is completely under his command, or until he is destroyed. The future is in your hands, Power Rangers.
Prelude to a Storm is once again a very fast start to the season. What I think hurts it is that they try to push the inexperienced angle a bit too much. It's one thing to show that these may not be the first and best choices to be Rangers, but it's entirely different to show them screwing up with the morphers. The morphing sequence is supposed to be one of those glorious highlights of the first episode, or sometimes second, of the season to show how awesome the team is. Yeah, you can play with it a little after they've first morphed, but we shouldn't be seeing them as so incompetent that they can't remember 4 words that go in rhyme. Something else you'll probably have noticed is the sound quality. Everyone sounds like the boom mic is right in front of their faces and then sent through bad processing. Apparently the post-production team in New Zealand wasn't at the same quality as the American one, and improvement didn't occur until around the middle of next season. As such, this season and the beginning of the next one take a bit of getting used to with the sound quality. Here are some more expositional bits for you. The underground base also serves as a holodeck. Cam is also the one who designs the Zords. Lothor's monsters are referred to as aliens, which are summoned by his niece's cell phone, which also is used to make the aliens grow. Oh, also, Dustin's real name is Waldo. Shane gets the Hawk Zord, Tori gets the Dolphin, and Dustin has the Lion Zord. While they're stored in an underground hangar, they're released via holographic projections. The Lion is actually hidden as a roller coaster. You know, the Dolphin hiding as a boat and the Hawk as a plane makes sense, but the roller coaster, no one's going to notice a roller coaster in the middle of nowhere, and if it's at a carnival, no one's going to notice the roller coaster that suddenly vanishes. They form the Megazord, and maybe it's just me, but does anyone else hear the original Go-Go Power Rangers music as the incidental background music?
We did it!
It's a Megazord!
Mega cool!
Mega cool!
The Ninja Megazord is okay, though the asymmetry of the shoulders is kind of head-tilting and distracting. Weapons for the Megazord are deployed by power spheres, though the actual command for summoning the spheres comes in the form of discs, with various different options that can be utilized in toys. Lothar decides to up the ante against the Rangers, summoning 2 Rangers of his own, and this is only the 2nd episode, mind you. And the Megazord has a lightning mode that lasts 60 seconds and slims down a lot of the extra weight on the Megazord so it can move faster. One wonders why this isn't the default mode instead of the cumbersome shoulder pads and whatnot. In Looming Thunder, we're introduced to Blake and Hunter, adopted brothers who dirt bike on the same track as Dustin. Yeah, they're obviously the 2 new Rangers, the Thunder Rangers. What I like about this is that since Lost Galaxy, every 6th Ranger introduced has started as an antagonist to the Rangers, both in civilian and morph form, to varying degrees, whereas here we get it a little bit different. The 2 have different personalities. Blake is more friendly and talkative, while Hunter is a little cold and antisocial, and both come off as a little stuck up, but otherwise they're not considered enemies or jerks right away. Just as an aside though, these 3 are all supposed to be teenagers. It was goofy back in Mighty Morphin, and it's goofy here. How rich does Dustin have to be to have a freaking motocross bike that he does as his standard form of entertainment? How many kids do you know whose primary form of entertainment is extreme sports that they participate in? Still, I'll give them credit. These guys actually look like teenagers. Anyway, the Thunder Rangers themselves loom in the background until a 3-parter Thunder Strangers. Zergain recommends that they hit the Rangers at the Storm Charger store, but Lothar kicks that plan to the ground.
How many times must we go over this? A Ranger's power can only be destroyed when he's in his full Ranger form. Of course, sir. Therefore, we must defeat them at the right moment. Otherwise, all our efforts will be in vain.
Wait, you can only destroy them when they're at their most powerful? Or, you know, you could just shoot them in the head when they're in civilian mode. I mean, come on, the series is already making up crap to pretend that there's some deep ninja philosophy that has nothing to do with actual ninjas. So stop pretending there's some deep philosophical reason why the Rangers can't be attacked in their regular locations. Otherwise, why do you keep sending Kelzax down to attack them. This, I think, is one of the attempts by the show writers to make this season a bit more comedic than previous ones, but we'll talk about that at the end. The Thunder Rangers finally make their attack on the three.